Here's what nobody tells you about shame. It doesn't arrive alone, and it doesn't announce itself. It arrives with a list, with the sink full of dishes, with the thing you said 3 weeks ago, with all of it all at once, until the whole floor disappears under something heavy and blue. This album is a map through that. Play each track until it clicks. Let it soak in. The next one builds on what this one locks. You woke up fine or close enough, then something slipped beneath the rug. Not one thing, 7 stacked and sealed. A catalog of everything you feel. The dishes and the unanswered thread. The version of yourself you left for dead. The plan you had, the weight you said you'd lift, and now you're standing still inside the drift. This is the tarp, heavy and blue, it covers everything. This is the tarp, not who you are, it's just a layer in. You didn't build this floor to stay below. This is the tarp. Tarps can go. Shame doesn't come as shame at first. It comes as tired, comes as worse, as dull. The specific kind of dull that used to be a mind that felt full. It comes as, why bother starting now, as I already know I don't know how. As look at them and then look back at me, as the distance between who I am and who I could be. This is the tarp, heavy and blue, it covers everything. This is the tarp, not who you are, it's just a layer in. You didn't build this floor to stay below. This is the tarp, and tarps can go. It's not a verdict, it's not a wall, it's not the ground, it's not your fault. It's a mechanism, an old one, worn, designed to protect you in a different storm. This is the tarp. Now you know its name. The last track named the Tarp. Now let's look at what it's actually made of. Because here's the thing, shame gets mistaken for other feelings all the time. For guilt, for sadness, for just being tired. But it's something more specific than any of those. It's a verdict. Play this one a few times before you move. This distinction is the one everything else builds on. Yeah. Guilt says I got that one wrong. Shame says wrong is what you are. Guilt is local, stays inside the act. Shame rewrites the whole almanac. It takes one incident, one misbeat, one list unfinished, one retreat, and runs it upward to a general law. You are deficient, that's what this proves. Shame is not the feeling, shame is the verdict after. Shame is not the stumble, shame is you were built to fall. Guilt says fix it, shame says you are it, and that's the move that stalls it all. Shame is the verdict. Hear me out on this, and the dullness is the shutdown after the verdict hits. When the sentence gets delivered and there's nowhere to appeal, the brain just dims the lights to cope with what you feel. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're not less. You're a person who got sentenced and is resting from the stress. The Tarp is the verdict, lying over everything. Naming it is the first move toward anything. It's not the feeling, shame is the verdict after. Shame is not the stumble, shame is you were built to fall. Guilt says fix it, shame says you pardon. That's the move that stalls it all. Shame is the verdict, not the call. You are not a case to be decided. You are not the evidence. Yeah, you are the one doing the judging, and you can call a recess. Shame is the verdict, not who you are. Shame is the verdict, not who you are. Shame is the verdict, not who you are. Shame is the verdict, not who. Shame is the verdict, not who you are. The last track gave us the mechanism. Shame is a self-verdict, not just a feeling. Now this one asks, why does it always arrive with everything else? And the dishes, the emails, the things you said you'd do, that's not a coincidence. There's a loop running, and once you can see it, you can interrupt it. Let this one play until the loop is clear. It starts with something small and sour, a thing you didn't do this hour. Shame reads it as a symptom of your character flaw. So you step back from everything, avoid the reminder entirely. But the thing you step back from is still sitting there. And by the time you look again, it's grown into a layer. And that layer has a layer, and the pile has weight. And now the shame is justified, you made yourself late. This is why they stack shame and overwhelm, back to back. Avoidance fills the gap between, and the gap becomes the thing you've never seen. This is why they stack, not because you're falling through the cracks, because the loop is running and you didn't know. Now you know, now you know. The dullness is protective. Your system says, if I feel nothing, I can't be sentenced again today. So it dims the drive, it dims the start, it dims the part of you that knows you're smart. And then the list just grows behind the top, unseen but present, every note and mark. And when you finally lift a corner, there is all the evidence the shame said proved its thesis. This is why they stack shame and overwhelm, back to back, back to back. Avoidance fills the gap between, and the gap becomes the thing you've never seen. This is why they stack, not because you're falling through the cracks, because the loop is running and you didn't know. Now you know. last track mapped the loop. Shame, avoidance, pile more shame. But there's a piece that lives inside that loop that deserves its own track. The dullness, that specific flat can't start. What's the point of feeling? Most people carry a second shame about it. Shame about the shame response. This track is about what the dullness is actually doing, and why that changes everything. You think the dull means empty. You think the flat means gone. You think the can't start means you never had the thing to start upon. But the dull is not an absence. It's the system pulling back from a world that just delivered a verdict. And the dull is covering your back. The dull is doing something. It's not the nothing that it feels like from inside. The dull is doing something, holding the perimeter while you recover. It's a high. You are not lazy, you are not hollow. You are not the proof of everything you feel. The dull is doing something, and it brought you here. When an animal gets struck, it goes still and it waits, not because it's giving up, but because stillness navigates. Your stillness is the same instinct. Oh, wiring running clean. The shame about the shutdown is the cruelest extra thing. The dull is doing something. It's not nothing that it feels like from inside. The dull is doing something, holding the perimeter while you recover. It's a high. You are not lazy, you are not hollow. You are not the proof of everything you fear. The dull is doing something, and it brought you here. Stop shaming the shutdown. It answer when you call. Stop shaming the dullness for catching you when you fall. Now thank it, then release it. You don't need it anymore today. You have the map. You know the way. The dull is doing something, and you no longer have to stay inside it. The dull is doing something, and now you know what that is. The last track gave the dullness back its dignity. Now we go to the other actor in the loop. The list, the pile of undone things that shame uses as its evidence. Here's what this track installs. The list is not testimony. It's not the prosecution's exhibit. Hey, it's just a list. And that separation is one of the most practical moves you can make. The dishes say there are dishes. The email says there is an email. The thing you didn't send says there's a thing. None of them say you are a failure. You added that part we all do. It's a habit of the loop. But the items on the list are just items. They're not proof. The list is not the judge. The list is not the sentence. The list is just the inventory of a life with moving parts. The list is not the judge. Strip the verdict from the data, and what you have left is a place to start. Every item on that list was placed there by a version of you that intended something that that's not failure. That's a person with a lot of things and limited running. The shame converted logistics into character assessment. But logistics are just logistics. Neutral waiting, no investment. The list is not the judge. The list is not the sentence. The list is just the inventory of a life with moving parts. The list is not the judge. Strip the verdict from the data, and what you have left is a place to start. Pick one item, just one. Don't negotiate, not because you have to earn your worth back, but because momentum doesn't wait for readiness. It creates it. The list is not a judge. The list is just the list. The list is not a judge. The list is just the list. The list is not a judge. The list is just the list. And lists can be moved through. The last track separated the list from the judge. Now here's the move that makes all the difference. You do not have to wait until the shame is gone before you do anything. That's the trap inside the trap, waiting to feel ready, which the loop is designed to prevent. You can interrupt the loop anywhere. This track installs that. You've been waiting for the shame to clear before you start the thing that's sitting here. But the shame clears after the move, not before. That's the sequence. That's what readiness is for. Readiness is not a prerequisite. Readiness is a side effect of doing the thing with the shame still present, and finding out you're not wrecked. Interrupt anywhere. You don't need a clean slate. Interrupt anywhere. The loop doesn't care if you're ready. It runs either way. Pick the thinnest part of the chain. Interrupt anywhere. And trust the push. The thinnest point is usually physical. A glass of water, a pair of shoes. Something so small the shame can't mount a case against it. Something that doesn't give it room to bruise. And from the small thing, not because it matters, but because momentum doesn't announce itself. It just moves, and you move with it before the shame reviews. Interrupt anywhere. You don't need a clean slate. Interrupt anywhere. The loop doesn't care if you're ready. It runs either way. Pick the thinnest part of the chain and push. Interrupt anywhere and trust the push. The shame will narrate the whole thing. Let it has no veto. You act inside the commentary, and the commentary gets quieter as the motion gets louder. Interrupt anywhere, 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 anywhere. Anywhere, 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 anywhere. The loop breaks where you push. Interrupt anywhere. The last track gave you the interrupt. Act before you're ready. Break the loop in motion. This track goes one layer deeper. The voice that runs the shame verdict
Because you can interrupt the behavior and still have that internal prosecutor working overtime. This track installs a different posture, witness instead of verdict. It's a quiet shift with large consequences. The prosecutor knows the case by heart, every exhibit, every failed restart, every gap between who you are and what you meant, every receipt for every cent you spent. And the prosecutor never rests, never asks if the evidence holds up under test, just returns the verdict, always the same line: you are the problem every single time. But a witness just watches, a witness doesn't rule. A witness says, I see that, and doesn't reach for the tool. A witness holds a full picture without deciding what it means. A witness says, that happened, that's what you are, it seems. Become the witness, not the prosecution. Become the witness. Sounds like I notice I feel overwhelmed right now. Not I am overwhelmed, which proves my case somehow. Sounds like the list is long and I don't know where to start. Not the list is long because I am fundamentally apart from functioning, from living, from the rest. Witness mode is present tense, it doesn't sit the bar exam. A witness just watches, a witness doesn't rule. A witness says, I see that, and doesn't reach for the tool. A witness holds the full picture without deciding what it means. A witness says, that happened, that's what you are, it seems. Become the witness, not the prosecution. Become the witness. You don't have to love yourself to do this. You don't have to be healed. You just have to pause before the verdict and let what happened be what happened, not what it revealed. Witness, not prosecutor. Witness, just watch, just watch. The last track moved you from prosecutor to witness, a quieter, clearer place to stand. Now this track returns to where we started, the Tarp, because we named it. We mapped the loop, we interrupted it, we repositioned the voice. But the deepest install is this: the Tarp was always on top of something real, something the Tarp doesn't own. Let this one settle. The Tarp is weight, I'm not gonna lie to you. It pulls and it sags and it covers the view. But weight is not the same as depth, and the thing beneath the Tarp has never once held its breath, waiting for the pile to decide whether it deserves to be inside. The floor was always there before the shame arrived. The Tarp doesn't own the floor, the Tarp doesn't own the floor. Everything it covered is still intact. It was intact before the verdict, and that's a fact. The floor has your name in it, the floor shame called evidence. The lists, the dullness, the avoidance, the distance, none of it carved a single inch from what you are. It accumulated on the surface, didn't scar. The floor beneath your overwhelm is the same floor it has always been. Solid, real, and waiting for this exact scene. The tarp doesn't own the floor. The tarp doesn't own the floor. Everything it covered is still intact. It was intact before the verdict, and that's a fact. The floor has your name in it. The floor has always been yours. The tarp is weather, not a door. You are not a project. You are not a fix. You are not the distance between now and after this. You are what's underneath, solid and unchanged. The tarp is just the tarp. Peel back a corner, rearrange. The tarp doesn't own the floor. The last track gave you back the floor. What's underneath the top was never lost. Now this track resets the target, because one of the things that keeps the loop running is an impossible goal, making the shame disappear entirely. That's not the aim is moving through it. That's not a consolation prize. It's actually a better, more accurate, more achievable destination. You've been trying to get to a place where the shame doesn't exist, where the list doesn't build, where the top is off the list, but that destination moves every time you get close, because the goal was wrong, and wrong goals cost the most. Moving through, not out of, through, not clean up. The shame will come again, and you know what it is, and you name it in the loop, and you'll interrupt the spin, and you'll witness without verdict, and you'll feel the floor beneath. Moving through, not out of, that's the shift, that's the release. Recovery is not a finish line with banners. It's a set of moves you can't run in any order. Name it, strip the verdict, interrupt witness floor. None of those require shame to disappear before they work inside the feeling, not after it has cleared. That's the practical difference between a tool and a wish. Moving through, not out of, not clean of. The shame will come again, and you'll know what it is, and you'll name it in the loop, and you'll interrupt the spin, and you'll witness without verdict, and you'll feel the floor beneath. Moving through, not out of, that's the shit, that's the release. The next time it arrives, you won't need to start from nothing. You'll have the map, you'll have the loop, you'll have the witness eruptor, you'll have the witness, you'll have the floor. Moving through, not lost inside it anymore. unlock this album installed. The tarp is real and named. Shame is a verdict, not a feeling. The loop is shame, avoidance, pile more shame. The dullness is protection, not failure. The list is logistics, not testimony. You can interrupt the loop anywhere. The witness replaces the prosecutor. The floor has always been underneath, solid yours. And the goal is moving through one track, one image. Lift a corner and begin. You know what the tarp is, you know what it's made of. You know the verdict is in fact, you know the loop and where to interrupt it. You know the dull is doing something, not confirming the attack. You know the list is just the list, you know the floor is still intact.
Lift a corner,
That's the whole instruction.
lift a corner, lift a corner,
Not the whole thing, just a corner, just right now.
corner,
Let the light get under.
lift a corner.
And remember what you know and know it loud. The tarp is weather, not a sentence, the floor is yours. Lift a corner and advance every time it builds again. And it will, you have a map, not just a hope, not just a will. Name the tarp, strip the verdict from the pile. Interrupt the loop before it locks you for a while. Stand as witness, feel the floor solid and wide. And move through it, not around it, not to hide through.
Lift a corner,
That's the whole instruction.
lift a corner, lift a corner,
Not the whole thing, just a corner, just right now.
corner,
Let the light get under.
lift a corner.
And remember what you know and know it loud. The tarp is weather, not a sentence, the floor is yours. Lift a corner and advance. This is the map. Tarp, verdict, loop, dull list. Interrupt, witness, floor through. 9 moves, all of them yours now, all of them true. You didn't just listen to a record, you installed something you'll use.
Lift a corner,
The floor is solid
lift a corner,
and move.
lift a corner.
Lift a corner, you know the way now. Lift a corner.